So years ago, we used to do something. Chad remembers this. We called it, I want to say, the Centex Power Poll. And we would rank the teams, usually 1 to 5, I believe, regardless of classification. So you know how boxing experts might say, he's the best pound for pound fighter in the world. So my question is, who's the best pound for pound team in Central Texas? This would not mean that if we put Abbott on the same field with China Spring, playing presumably a 6-on-6 game, that we would expect Abbott to win. It just means, respective to their classification, maybe who has the best chance to win state? Who's the team that we think their money?
Well, Abbott is a good answer, but I don't want to mix 6-man and 11-man.
I think that's fair. That's fair.
I'm going to say Abbott is our 6-man school in that category. And, heaven forbid that we make people out in the, I guess it would be the northeast region of our county angry again, because I've done it before. So I'm just going to go ahead and say the Mart Panthers.
That was my choice
too. It's also my pick. It's a safe, solid pick. And I'm not sure we've talked enough, maybe this year yet, about Mart and the motivation that they should carry into the season. They were right there last year, back in Jerry World, ready to try to win a state championship, and it did not go well. And they've got a lot of pretty good players back from that team, Jonah Ross and Abram Ross and JD Bell and those guys. And I bet they're fired up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Mart is Mart. I mean, but I mean, that's a good, solid, safe pick, I think.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Every
DJ.
time I, call Kevin Hoffman, he's always like, oh, well, this could have gone better. Like, our O-line isn't as experienced as last year or something.
But then they win 58-8. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that first game against Crockett, where they didn't play super well in the middle of the game, but they started off really hot and they finished really well. I think those games really say a lot about them. And then obviously playing Marlin this past weekend, which it was Marlin's first game of the season. That was, I wouldn't say it was going to be an easy win for Mart because, Marlin's got playmakers and they've got, the stuff. They're, obviously just trying to get going, being a week behind everybody else. But like you said, Mart is Mart. Drive through Mart.
Go ahead, Chad.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say somebody's going to get to cover that. Somebody's going to get to cover that China Spring Conley game, and I don't know if DJ is going to scoop that one up or not. But that same Friday night is Mart versus Centerville. So
fun. Yeah. Here's what I appreciate about Kevin Hoffman and the Mart Panthers. If you ever go out there and you're doing a story and you're watching a little bit of practice, Mart just does what they do, and they dare you to beat them. They're not going to, I'm not saying they don't ever make adjustments, but they're going to line up and they're going to beat Mart. They're going to be Mart, and they're going to say, this is what we do. This is who we are. We're not necessarily going to try to trick you, but, good luck. Win the line of scrimmage. Try to push us around, see if you can keep up with our fast guys. I mean, that's Mart. That's Mart.
They're the dictators. They're the Central Texas dictators.
I like it. I
do gotta say about Abbott is that if you take a lot of those Abbott kids and put them at a 2A school, they're gonna be good.
Riley Sestala is gonna play wherever he lands. I mean, that kid is a good athlete. Good baseball player. Just I'm with you on that. Abbott's one. I mean, Abbott has a bigger roster than some 2A teams. So there you go. They're bought in out there in Abbott. So yeah. So I like that. We may revisit that at some point.